Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So the source, who I always get my price lists off and stuff like that, has now confirmed that the new box set, that is the Ork vs Space Wolf box set called Prophecy of the Wolf, is going to be £105. That is it, £105. That's if you're getting it from Games Workshop. If you're going to be getting it from third-party retailers like I get mine from Element Games, then you're going to be knocking like 20% off that price tag. So if you knock 20% off, £105, quick math in my head, around £83, £84, something along the lines of that. So let's jump in, let's go in, let's add all the pricing up and stuff like that, and just explore, is this box set really worth it? Now, I actually have a problem with this box set. This is probably the first box set I've ever had a problem with. So in terms of price, it is a good box set because you will be saving money. And I say that from a viewpoint of, if you add everything up, beside Ragnar and Fracker and Macca, the box set, the contents of the box set come to £90.50. Now, let's say, for example, Ragnar's got a cost between, what, £20 to £30. Let's be very, very generous. Fracker and Macca included are going to be around, what, £40 to £50, let's say. So really, if it's, well, it is £105, you are going to be saving on those characters. It's basically, you get those characters free. But the problem is that the box set is really uninspiring. It's one of these box sets which doesn't really motivate you. Yes, the only thing that's drawing you in there is the Ragnar and the Gaz model. But beside that, there's not really that much in there. Like, if I'm looking through this through a Space Marine player's eyes, because I can't really talk about the Ork stuff, because I don't really play Ork, so you'll have to forgive me. I don't really want to start making assumptions about models that I'm not really into or anything like that, or I don't really know, like, the value of points and stuff like that. But if I'm looking at this through a Space Marine player's eyes, the only thing I get in here is Vanguard Marines. It's the Phobos pattern Marines. It's a 10-man squad. That's it. That's basically all I'm getting with that. Now, I already have 20 of those guys in boxes, which I've yet to build and assemble. Yes, I have got a hobby pile that's slowly building up, as most of you will have. Now, for me to get excited about this box set, I would expect it a lot more from the Space Marine side. If we compare this to like Shadow Spear and stuff like that, yes, I know Shadow Spear was a bunch of new models, but that was a lot more fluffed out. You had suppressors in there and stuff like that. You got a couple of characters, a librarian, a captain, a lieutenant and stuff. And this one, you don't. It's just Ragnar and just a 10-man squad. And the thing is, the market in this as a Space Wolf versus Ork box set. Now, again, from a Space Marine player's point of view, and especially from the Space Marine side, I've had this given to me by so many Space Wolf fans before. There's nothing really Space Wolf about this except Ragnar. Ragnar's the only really Space Wolf guy in there. Everything else is just a generic Primaris Marine. When I think of Space Wolves, I'm thinking of like pelts, fur, the teeth, all the like the runes on their armor that you expect from the Firstborn Marines, which made them really stand out. So when you put Space Marines into, Space Wolves into a new box set, marketing them as Space Wolves, then you would expect to have all that iconography of the Space Wolves that give them the character Space Wolves to come over with that. All I see here is just Ragnar with 10 just normal Primaris Marines. That's basically it. Yes, you can paint them as Space Wolves, you can do all the conversions and stuff you want, but all in all, I just don't see this as an inspiring box set. I think GW have really, really let themselves down with this. It's not even like you can go in and give these guys special shoulder pads or anything like that, because with the Phobos armor and the Vanguard Marines and stuff, they don't get that kind of thing. So I was looking at maybe like the helmets or something, but even then, there's nothing there in the box set. It's just these guys, the book and stuff. Yes, you can argue that the book may be worth it in somewhat, but those are only certain scenarios that only a few people are gonna play. I'll be completely honest with you, when I get these books, if it's nothing to do with like rules, like in 8th edition, I normally just throw it to one side. And sometimes when it is rules, they normally get FAQ'd within 2 weeks to a month anyway. So the book is more or less useless after that month. So for me, I actually think it's a very, very boring box set. I'm actually thinking now, should I actually buy this or just go on eBay and just try and get Ragnar at that price? Because like I said, I've already got the Phobos Marines. Why do I need to buy this box set? Just to add another 10 guys to my thing? I'd rather just save the money on the £105 price tag and just put that towards just a Ragnar just sold separately on eBay. Yes, it probably may be up a little bit in the price, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be saving money. Now, of course, there is the argument of that you're splitting this with a friend. Well, then again, that's probably a bigger saving for you, because again, if it is £105, if you are using like a third-party retailer site, like again, I'm going to be using Element, so that's £84. So if you're splitting that in half between you and a friend, then it's even going to be more savings, and yeah, it's probably is going to be worth it. But if you're just buying this for you, for the Orks and the Space Marines, I think you have to look at this through your own eyes and with your own thought process of, is it worth it to you as an individual? That's what it's all about. Is it worth it to you? For me, I don't think it's worth it for me at all. So that's why I will be probably going on eBay and just getting Ragnar separately and just converting him the way I convert him, just through those methods. I'm sorry I'm including this at the end, but I actually forgot to talk about one of the main things about this box set, and that is GW including Ghazghkull and Ragnar only available in this box set. I think that is an absolutely horrible way of getting these models. Really, GW, me as a fan of GW, and you know, I'm a big fanboy, you know, but I'd happily admit that. I think this is the wrong way to do it. It started with the Blood of the Phoenix when they did that with Janzar and the other chap in that one. Now, since then, I thought maybe they've learned their lesson because they've been releasing all the big characters separately, you know, like Mephiston and, you know, all the other characters that came bloody with a Psychic Awakening. And now we come back to this box set, and it's happened all over again, where you can only get Ragnar and Gaz through this box set, and we're going to have to wait now between 4 to 6 months to get these things as separate. I don't know why you do this, GW. You should sell them separately and do the box set at the same time. People will buy the box set because, yes, they will think, okay, maybe I will start Space Wolf army. I'll get, you know, 10 Marines in here, and, you know, same for the Orc stuff. I'll get the Orc stuff, and I also get some stuff with that. People will buy the box set because people will find value in the box set. But there's some people like me, like I've already mentioned, who already have these models. So we're going to be forking out, well, I'm not going to be forking out, but some people will probably have to be forking out a lot of money just to acquire one character, and I don't think that's very fair, and I think it's wrong, and really you should stop doing this. I don't like this as a business practice. It really is a bad way for us fans to get the models that we want. Alright, Chaperoonios, that's me done for another video. Thank you for coming, thank you for watching. As always, please leave your thoughts and feedback down below in the comment section. Again, let's just try to be nice to each other. You know, people will buy this box set because they find value, they think it's a good box set. That's great. You know, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. If you don't like the box set, if you don't like the way that GW is doing it, you're entitled to your opinion. But like, I keep seeing people like turn on each other in the comment section, and at the end of the day, we're all fans. There's no point in us getting upset with each other. You know, some people like this stuff, some people dislike it. There's no need to turn on each other. We're all hobbyists. We all should purge in the Emperor's name, except, you know, if you tell, then you shall be purged. But beside that, thank you for coming, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Yes, £105 confirmed now. Leave your thoughts, feedback, everything like that down below, and we'll have a nice little talk about it down there as always. See you now, and bye-bye.